Hello, I'm Wendy Brokaw. Welcome to InSight.
And I'm Ross Sutherland.
And today we're talking about the Salem Art Fair and Festival, which is one of the biggest ones in the entire United States, very popular and a lot going for it every single year. And Ross, you know a lot about it too, because he is the director of Bush House Museum, which is part of the Salem Art Association. But Stephanie Patterson, you are here with us because you are the Salem Art Association's events director. Thank you. Welcome.
Oh, you're welcome. Thank you for having me.
It's a huge job doing it. It's a fundraiser, first of all, the Art Fair and Festival. For all of its joy and wonder, it's still a fundraiser. Your biggest, isn't it?
It is. It's the largest fundraiser for the Salem Art Association.
And boy, has it come a long way since, what was it, 1949 when it started on the on the front steps or something?
Well, it started downtown. I think it started at the courthouse, down at the county courthouse, and then it moved up to the Bush House, and I think the Bush House Museum lawn out front, and they hung things on clotheslines, and they have these kind of funky easels and all kinds of stuff. And it used to be an open call, and anybody could show up, claim their spot and do that. Well, and I heard that, I don't know, it got to the point where there were hundreds and hundreds of people showing up, and they had to move to a juried system because it was just, it was a free-for-all. And so...
It was just getting too big.
It was getting too big.
Well, like last year, how many people came to the Art Fair and Festival last year, 2015?
We had about 30,000 people last year.
Yay!
So it's definitely grown since the days it was on the lawn of Bush House.
So tell me, what all goes into the creation and maintenance of this event? How does it start? When do you start planning for each one?
We start planning as soon as we're finished with the...
That's done, let's do this.
Move on to the next one, yes. I think all large events are done that way, but we have such a wonderful volunteer base and such an awesome staff at Salem Art Association, and we start right away. We take notes of what went well, what didn't go well. We try to make a little changes here and there so the next year will be even better, and we start planning right away. We have a committee. We have an art fair committee that we work with. We have meetings, and they know exactly what's going on, and they give us their community input, and there are representatives out there in the community, and we have artists on that as well. And
speaking of the community, are these all community artists, or are there artists from all over? How does that work?
At Art Fair, we have artists from definitely the Pacific Northwest and from Salem community, and then we also have artists that come in from other states. We've opened it up, so it's a blind jurying system. This year we had 5 jurors, and they are the ones who select all the artists, so we take all the applicants that anyone who applies.
And once they're selected, are they supported? Because when I've gone out to cover the Art Fair and Festival, it's a tough job somebody has to do.
Really.
Yeah, really. You know, the music, the food, the artists, never mind. Okay, but...
The beer.
I want to say, they all tell me, when I talk to them, that they really feel supported by the Salem Art Fair and Festival Board and the association itself, which is a wonderful thing. How do you support them?
Well, that's nice to hear. We support them as best we can with communication. We try and be as open as we can with the jurying process, with getting them as much information as quickly as possible, with making sure they know where their booths are assigned, by giving them any support that they need. We have an emerging artist program, so we have 2 new artists every year who have never exhibited, and they are juried in as well, and we support those with mentors, and we just want to try and continue on the festival artist, because it is kind of a dying type of art because it's very hard to sustain as a festival artist.
Well, and you also have some amenities. Being in Bush's Pasture Park, people, not only the people that visit, but the artists love being in trees.
Oh, it's beautiful.
And
we get a lot of compliments.
Yeah, because some people are out in a field, I've heard, or in an asphalt parking lot, and so that's not fun. And then there's some things like the breakfast. You serve them breakfast.
When you said amenities, that's immediately, I forget about that, because for us it's kind of like that's what we do, but for the artists, they don't receive that at other festivals, and so we get lots of compliments on our artist hospitality with, like Ross is saying, with omelets and pancakes, and we get tons
I'm going to become an artist.
Yeah.
Well, we try and appreciate the artist, because we know that we wouldn't be there without them.
Well, and you also have booth sitters too.
We
that,
do.
So the
Very
artist
important.
can
They
take a
can
short
take a break.
A lot of artists are artists who come by themselves and they don't have partners, and so they need to have a break, and we supply that for them.
I love the fact that you have a poster contest. How does that work?
Well, it's actually a juried process, and so we have our board and different committee members. We went through all of the artists who have applied to our past shows, and we select the artist. And this year, we actually selected an artist from California, which is a little bit different. But again, it's a blind process, so it's just about the work and the way that we feel that artist is going to represent Salem Art Fair and Festival. This year, it's Liz Collins. And we are working on the poster as we speak. We actually just got a proof today, so that should be, it's very exciting. It's a wonderful piece. She's a collage artist.
You know, we talked before we started recording about the fact that there's much more to the art fair and festival. Many nonprofits are involved, and it's a huge thing. We see them all out there with their own booths. Can you give us a thumbnail sketch of how that works?
Well, the nonprofits are scattered in Kids Court and in Cultural Corridor. We have about 60 nonprofits that we work with in Art Fair, and they apply to us, and we usually are able to get everyone in who applies. We try to make enough room because it's very important. It's for fundraising for them as well, and to getting the word out about our community and the other nonprofits.
That's wonderful. And music. How do you select the music? Because that's a big draw.
That is
isn't
a
it?
big draw, and we get a lot of applications for performing artists as well. We have 2 stages,
Yeah.
the main stage and then the family stage. And that's, again, an application process. And we do a lot of jurying because we want to make sure that we get the opinions of the community and folks out there who might have more knowledge in performing artists than I may have.
Well, I'd like to take a break right now to have a little bit of the flavor of the 2015 music offering. Kenny Neal was out there, and
that was
yes,
great.
and it was a beautiful evening. And well, why don't we just take a look?
Okay.
You pay the one, girl, feel my so we never get it off my number, I'd fight. Don't miss a lot. Oh, you got another. Don't miss a lot. Come on, y'all. We say toot-toot. Toot-toot. I know you got another. Don't miss a mile. Don't miss a mile. Don't miss a mile. I know you got another. Don't miss a mile.
Makes you want to get up and dance.
Oh.
Great show.
There's nothing
Everybody-
like a concert in that bowl under the stars, and
Oh,
you just
it's magic.
yeah,
It's magic.
you just look up and look
so much
around,
fun.
and it's
Yeah, it
just like,
really
oh.
is. And the artist, it's such a variety. It's really fun to go out there every single year. If somebody wants to get involved with the Art Association's Art Fair and Festival as a volunteer or in any other way, how do they get in touch with you?
The best place to go is our website, which is salemart.org. And we have an actual volunteer application there, or they can contact me directly. The phone number is there as well.
So that's 503
503.
581
2228.
581 2228.
That
Yep, I should know that by now.
I know.
Well, thank you so much for being our guest today on
thank you.
InSight. And I'm so looking forward to the fair this year, the Art Fair and Festival. And I'm kind of glad that we were able to have you here to give us a feeling for just what a huge undertaking it is.
Well, and it's wonderful the way they balance tradition, things that are longtime favorites, but then add new things, so the art fair is always new and different every time you go.
That's fearless.
Yeah.
Fearless and fun.
Yeah.
And creative. creative. Art, creativity, I don't know.
It works. It works.
Thank you for joining us today on InSight. We'll see you again.